that contributed to its going viral?
So I have taken time to try to understand that myself. The song skyrocketed in a way that there's been accusations that it was propped up, almost that I'm an industry plant, because it was like we posted the song on we recorded it on a Saturday. I think he uploaded it on Tuesday. And by Thursday, man, we were on a roller coaster ride. Like, it was already apparent that things were heading in a direction that nothing else on his channel had done previously, Radio WV. And yeah, I mean, I guess to answer the first part of your question, how I'm doing, I'm surprisingly very calm. Like, I've been entertained the last couple weeks. I've been given sort of an unfair advantage of how the internet works and how narratives are spread in certain directions people form opinions about things. Like, for example, me playing the Super Bowl, I've gotten a lot of comments and messages saying that I'm a sellout, that I've decided to sing at the Super Bowl. But that was just an internet meme that someone created on Facebook. Like, for example, the one that popped up yesterday was that, Oliver Anthony stuck at Burning Man, and people were sending me stuff telling me how terrible it was that I'm at this, like, Burning Man's this satanic ritual place and you shouldn't be there. And it, like, so I uploaded a video of me hanging out with my goats in the woods. Like, yeah, man, Burning Man, it really, it's terrible being stuck at Burning Man. But, so I don't know. I try not to take myself so seriously, and I've tried not to take this situation so seriously. It's just, I'm blessed for the opportunity to be here. I mean, even just being able to have a conversation with you is surreal. Meeting Joe Rogan was surreal. Just, the artists that I've looked up to, like Jamie Johnson and Shooter Jennings, and it's just so weird that they're a phone call away now. So I'm doing well. Like, I as I'm sure like the last couple of years haven't been so great for me anyway, as far as my own perception on life. And so this is exciting to have a new opportunity to dive into. It's really what I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've just been so terrified of the idea of doing it, but here I am. Like, there's no going back now, I guess. So,
working in a much more broad public manner. One of the things that was really hard on me was the kind of emails that you're describing. I'm not complaining about this. I'm just pointing it out. Like, I'd done a lot of clinical work and I'd seen a fair bit of misery in my clinical practice. I mean, that's an understatement. But, it was limited at most to a couple of dozen people. And then all of a sudden I was doing lectures for thousands of people and meeting thousands of people, and then hearing the kind of stories that you're hearing from hundreds or thousands of people. And, you talked about dehumanization and desperation, and it's really quite overwhelming to start to see that in that heartfelt sense you described. That big guy was giving you a hug and breaking into tears. I mean, you meet a couple of hundred people like that in a week who do the same thing, and I found that extremely, extremely difficult, because I didn't really understand how widespread that demoralization and desperation was. And to see that on a large scale was really heart-stopping. So that's dangerous.
And to add to the point, it exists within the music industry. Like, they say never meet your heroes, but I've gotten to meet quite a few of my heroes the last couple of weeks. And they have ridden the roller coaster of signing a big deal and playing shows and being in those contracts and in that algorithm. And they are, I can't speak for everyone. I'm sure there's people that love to go out and tour and do it. But, like, a lot of my heroes in music that I've talked to are not happy doing what they do. Like, they're not happy having to go out. And so they've told me,
let me tell you what our experience. Yeah. Well, so my wife and I have been touring now for 4 years. And I'll tell you how we've managed it if you're interested. First of all, it's a real privilege, right, to be able to go out there and speak in front of thousands of people. And it's been a real adventure to go all over the world. Now, we have allied ourselves with top rate people, and that's unbelievably helpful. So I've got a personal staff that handles security and logistics, and they take care of all of the travel details, flights, hotels, getting me to the venue, Tammy and I to the venue. That's 100% off my plate. And we had a rule that we learned while touring, which was that if you have anyone with you that causes any trouble at all, that they don't immediately fix. So if they're troubled, they have to leave. You have to have people along who are like 100% zero trouble, because it's a lot of work to move from city to city every day and to be there for thousands of people, and you can't have unnecessary trouble. And then you have to figure out how to time it so that it doesn't wear you to a frazzle. You know, you can die from an overdose of great opportunities, as you're definitely going to find out and maybe already have. And so you have to figure out for yourself how you can take enough time so that you have that opportunity to do your creative work and not to exhaust yourself. And, you know, that takes a certain amount of testing to see where that balance is. I travel with my wife. That really helps. We often travel with some friends or some family. The same rules apply. We won't travel with people that cause any trouble, but it's nice to have people along because that keeps you, well, you get to know them better. It's a good adventure for them, and that keeps you together. I mean, it's possible to do this in a way that's like hyper enjoyable, and so that you get an opportunity to play for many people. But, you know, it's a demanding enterprise, and you have to 100% make sure that you're surrounded by people who take what can be taken off your plate and that you can seriously trust. And then it can be, well, it can be an insane adventure.
Yeah. I'm excited for the opportunity to travel. Yeah. Like we've had, it's, as you're aware, this, like just the initial song broke in so many countries. Like, I've gotten an outreach. It was a shame that I couldn't travel abroad yet. I don't have a passport, but like I just got a message last night from a girl in Rome saying that, you know, she and her boyfriend have been riding around all night listening to my music, and Ireland. And
Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe for more content like this.